Good afternoon. I welcome you to my channel, You War Now. I will tell you in an accessible and simple language about the events in Ukraine. My name is Bodan, and here we go. Let's start with enemy losses. Throughout the conflict, the enemy has lost approximately 463,000 soldiers, 7,262 tanks, and over 11,500 artillery systems. Additionally, Ukrainian forces have contributed approximately 950 soldiers, 7 tanks, and 31 artillery systems to these figures. The Ukrainian servicemen have achieved results both within and outside Ukraine. Ukrainian military personnel have shelled the occupied cities of Horlivka and Starokostyantinivka. If the destination of the projectiles is unknown, it means they hit their intended targets, as there is no information to the contrary. The main intelligence directorate, GUR, has released footage of a nighttime sabotage operation at an airport in Moscow, where a multi-purpose helicopter Ka-32 was destroyed. The airport is owned by the Russian Ministry of Defense and operated jointly with the enterprise Gazpromavia. The helicopter was used in operations by the Russian occupying army. Tonight, the Ukrainian anti-aircraft defense shot down 2 reconnaissance unmanned aerial vehicles, namely the Zala and the Orlan 10. These are the names of the reconnaissance drones. On this day, there were also significant announcements. The Ministry of Defense of Belgium states that it will deliver F-16 fighters to Ukraine earlier than planned this year. According to the schedule, Ukrainian pilots' training on the F-16 should have already been completed this year, and they should be defending the skies over Ukraine by now. In other news, ASECDEF on Twitter says that the $6 billion package for Ukraine will bring new opportunities to the U.S. industry, interceptors for NASAMS and Patriots, weapons to combat drones, air-to-ground ammunition, as well as technical servicing and support. In reality, the U.S. finds it quite advantageous to use and compare its weapons against Russian weapons. It's a way to demonstrate strength and possibly improve their own technology and electronics. Moving to the front lines, let's start with the Bahmut front, particularly Chasiv Yar. Chasiv Yar is still held by Ukrainian forces, but the enemy persists in attempting to advance towards the populated area. However, Ukrainian servicemen continue to maintain their defense. Let's move to the Avdiivka front. The enemy has advanced into Solovyov, south of Novobakhmutivka. Russian forces have occupied approximately 1 hectare of territory, advancing about 1.5 kilometers. In Novokalinivka and Krasnogorlivka, the enemy's progress is minimal. However, in Krasnogorlivka, they have managed to seize a street. In the Kupiansk direction, fighting continues in the village of Kislivka, with part of the village falling into the gray zone, and battles are ongoing for the settlement. On the Ocheretyno front, the situation remains unchanged, but fierce battles persist. The enemy is shelling everything with artillery and utilizing aviation. In Novomikhailivka, the enemy is preparing to break through the defense and reach Konstantinivka.